Sam's Garage is presented by NHOU. Sam and Doug continue working on the '57 Ford Thunderbird. This episode, they'll install the new clutch and flywheel that will be used to transfer the power from the engine to the transmission. Once completed, the T-Bird will be one step closer to the open road.
What do you think, Sam? This is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but you know, at the end, it's going to be well worth it, right?
Remind me of that as we're continuing this build, as we're going through
I'll try my best. Welcome to another season of Sam's Garage. We're here, Doug and I, with his Thunderbird. If you remember last season, we took it to Hemsaw and completely redid the chassis with a new front suspension and a new 4-link in the rear with a 9-inch Moser rear end, Coyote swap. That's all done. Now we're here back in the shop. The first thing we're going to do is button up the transmission. We just mocked it up. Now we're going to put the clutch assembly in it with the hydraulics and move forward from there. When you guys are installing your pallet bearing, make sure to use a socket or some sort of installation tool where it grabs the outside body of the bearing and not the inside. You'll damage it that way.
It's also real important that you have a pilot bushing inside of there, or pilot bearing. Some cars it's a bushing, some it's a bearing. And I'm going to show you something on the transmission. You've got bearings inside, you've got to support it on the other end. If you don't, it's going to take and put a lot of torque on this. It's going to damage the transmission. So make sure everything matches up. If you do that, then you'll have many years of enjoyment out of the transmission.
All right, when you guys put your dowel pins in for the pressure plate of the clutch, first you saw me line up the holes because there is two places, whether you have an 11-inch or a 10-inch clutch. We have an 11-inch. Very lightly tap that guy in there, just like that. You can hear the tone of the metal change. You know you're bottomed out, stop tapping.
If you don't, you flare the end, you can really run into some problems.
American Powertrain provides shims in their kit so you can put the throw-out bearing exactly where you need it. Inside the throw-out bearing is going to be an O-ring. You want to lube that with grease or synthetic grease so that it slides easily on the shaft of the transmission. I'm going to put my two shims in first. The surface of the bearing is going to be right there. I'm going to take my measurement. So we've got a 1/4-inch air gap right here. You can adjust that out with your pedal as well, and we should be good to go. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to install, they've got your bleeder hose on here. You're going to install your hydraulic hose so it's already ready. Then you're going to fish that through the bell housing when you install the transmission. Not bad, huh, Doug? It looks pretty good.
Yeah, you know, Sam, one of the most important things is when you put a shifter in like this, which is a mighty fine shifter, I must add.
It is
to make sure that your proper position is right. So if you notice,
yep,
I got a hemorrhoid protector here, the shifter. Yep. I can take it for a whirl, and it feels pretty darn good.
It does feel pretty good, and if it doesn't feel too good, we have an axis shift from Locar. We can put this shifter anywhere you want once the real seat is in.
I don't know, Sam, this is awful nice.
It is, you look good with that too.
You like that? Yeah.
All right, join us next week when we install the front accessory drive to see if we have good clearance for the radiator.